Just a quick overview of the Yoga as Therapy course. So when you get onto the course website, you've got a number of different courses that you can see. Click onto the Yoga as Therapy, and that will then take you through to the home page of the course. Now on this, if you slide down, you'll see that you've got the course curriculum. And when you're not signed on to the course until you've bought the course, you still have the opportunity to preview some of the lectures. So if I click onto this preview, you'll see that it then takes you through to chair, traditionally a yoga chair. So there are a variety of different starting positions, and obviously those starting positions can be. So that's an example of one of the PowerPoint lectures, and then as we go through you'll see that there are other previews that you can use on the demonstrations, video demonstrations, and then looking at some of the resources. But just looking through the course itself, you'll see that each of the courses has a timing. So for this particular one, it says resource number 1, which is a scientific paper, and you're allowed 60 minutes to read through that, and there's some knowledge and sort of questions and answers. And then as we slide down, you've got various different subjects, and each one then has a timing as to how long that lasts. So some of these are quite brief, so sort of 9 minutes, and they go right up to sort of 60 minutes. So we begin with some yoga foundations, and these are PowerPoint lectures taking you through various different principles of yoga, and then there are video demonstrations, and we go through and start off with some foundation poses and then go through standing poses, lying poses, sitting poses, back bends, spinal twists and abdominal poses. So once we've done those, on each of those poses you'll see a video demonstration where I talk through the exercise as it should be practiced. I then dissect the exercise up into its different components, so you can see what the feet are doing, what the knees are doing, what the shoulders are doing, etc. And then we go through modifications for different therapeutic requirements. So how would you modify that exercise if somebody's got a stiff hip, if they got back pain, if they were bigger or smaller, inexperienced or very experienced, for example. So we've got that sort of therapeutic thrust all the way through the course itself, dissecting the courses. So once we've come from the yoga poses, we then go on to recovery poses for relaxation, yoga breathing exercises, again with PowerPoint lectures and video demonstrations with examples of teaching points. And then we go on to the same with relaxation techniques, and then on to how we teach the yoga poses themselves. So the principles of teaching, structuring and planning your class, cueing and adjustment, what is the difference between those, dangers, contraindications, for example. So once we've done those, we then go through alignment, what is good and bad alignment in terms of yoga when you're teaching, with examples of each of those alignments. And then we go through the teaching techniques themselves using the exercises therapeutically. So with each exercise there's a therapeutic thrust throughout the whole of the course, but we then have a whole section on putting things together. So yoga for stiff shoulders, for lower limb pain, for back pain examples. So the course itself then takes its format from the 3-day Yoga as Therapy practical course that I run, and that course is priced at £475, and then obviously you've got hotels on top of that, travelling, etc. So the online course uses similar material but is only £90. Now obviously there's a difference between an online course and a fully practical course, but what this should give you is a blended learning approach if you ever come onto the 3-day course, but also an awful lot of information that you can either use as a therapist for rehabilitation exercises or as part of your classes if, for example, you're a gym instructor or a Pilates teacher. So where you already have some experience in teaching, this course will give you new ideas, and it will give you the ability to improve your own yoga as well as to apply it therapeutically. Take a look at the course. You've got some free preview lectures there. You can have a look, see exactly what you're going to get, and then hopefully you can sign up if you want to.